Hello there, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel, and today we're going to be doing your December 2023 monthly overview reading. We're going to look at your major monthly keywords and energies, and we'll be doing a full tarot spread with the Celtic Cross, and I do clarify all my cards to get deeper messages. I am also an astrologer for those who are new to my channel. So don't be surprised when I start throwing a little bit of astrological info into my reads. So Virgo, let's start out. Let's get some major cards, major energies for you. Dear Spirit, show us our beautiful Virgos for December 2023, please. All right, we have protection. So Virgo, in spite of maybe some wild times and maybe some lightning strikes going up above, overall, I believe Spirit is protecting your energy. This is the time to stay grounded, focused, centered. Don't let the, storms of life throw you off too much, because there could be a little bit. This is definitely a month that has a little bit more than its share of tension, simply because we are in Sagittarius season most of the month. We also have Mars, our planet of energy and direction and aggression, in the sign of Sagittarius throughout this month as well. Sagittarius does create a 90-degree square to your sign. Therefore, it does create its share of friction. We also have a Mercury retrograde going on this month. Mercury is your ruling planet, so you definitely feel that one a little more than other people. It will be in the sign of Capricorn, so don't be surprised if you're going to be reviewing, finances, foundations, things that you really want to build on. I will say the energy will mellow out a little bit more to get a little easier after the winter solstice on the 21st when the sun moves into Capricorn, simply because that is a beautiful trine to your sign and it does improve your overall energy. And don't forget, you do have the blessing of Jupiter. All of our earth signs have that right now. Jupiter is in Taurus, a very nice earthy grounded sign. So we are all the earth signs are getting a little bit of luck from Jupiter these days. So let's get into your next card. That's going to be from the numerology deck. And we have nature. So spending time in nature, yet again, we have that very green, earthy energy with that tree and the protection card. We have the nature energy here, number 74, which is to me a number of personal development, along with a number of security, stability, and the four corners, bringing those together for that energy that is found spent in nature. That will help you to ground. It will help you to center. It'll help you to sort of, channel out any kind of heavier energies that you accumulate, over the day or the week or the month. So even though, for most of the world or the top hemisphere is going to be colder, still take time, bundle up if you got to, and spend some time with nature, being in a natural environment there, Virgo. Let's get some crystals. Let's get some gemstones for you to work with for this month, please. And we do have the citrine, very, very nice for encouraging abundance, creativity. I also attribute this stone to self-confidence, self-esteem. It is a solar plexus chakra stone, so it is absolutely all about increasing confidence, abundance. We also on the bottom have hematite. So this is a very root chakra, very grounding stone that improves your mental strength. So you may want to add a little bit of that into your meditations or into your jewelry collection for this month coming up. Let's next get into a spiritual guide, guardian, or ancestor. Show us, please, which of you would like to assist Virgo the most this month. And we do have a Lady Portia with divine order. So, I always say that Virgo brings order out of chaos. That's just part of what your sign does. So do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. I do think you're going to be reviewing quite a bit this month. What it is that you really want, what it is that feels very solid or stable. If something doesn't feel stable or solid, you may want to reassess it. Whether you need to rework it or let it go altogether, you have to do what feels right to you. There's some old cycles, unfolding, some old lessons that need to be learned here, it feels. So let's get into your tarot next, Virgo. We're going to do a full Celtic cross and see what we have for you. Please, Spirit, show us what Virgo needs to see for their highest and best in the tarot. All right, so Five of Swords right in the heart of that Celtic cross. I always say that's a card of should I stay or should I go now, right? There may be people that are not treating you very well. I always get that feeling with the Five of Swords. Not one of my favorite guys. I don't think any of us are a big fan of him. Yeah, Five of Swords can indicate people that are, rather narcissistic or very self-serving. They don't mind stepping on other people to get what they want. They're not always the most above board. They tend to lie. They tend not to, tell the whole truth. And so I do feel like you might be dealing with a situation where there's somebody like that. And you kind of have to say, do I stand and put up with this again or put up with this more, or do I just turn and walk away from this and just say, I've had it. This is enough of that. My feeling, of course, with the Five of Swords is, I don't put up with them. If they're going to be that way with you, then they're really not someone you want to get involved with, because the other thing about Five of Swords type people is that they tend to draw us into their negative habits and routines, even if we don't want to go there. Let's get a clarifier on this. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this could be a situation or someone that you have been very patient with, right? You may also kind of still be waiting it out to see how it plays out, right? Because the Seven of Pentacles is very much about seeing how something's going to grow, how something's going to go. This could be, this is a general reading, so just take it as it resonates for your situation. This could be something in work, or it could be something in a personal relationship. Either way, I'd be very careful. There's something going on this month that you're really questioning. Should I stay in this situation or should I cut it off and leave? In the immediate past, we have the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like you're coming into this month with, a very nice energy of putting in extra time or a little more investment into something that's very important to you. It could be, going back to school. It could be taking a new class, investing in something, taking up a new hobby, or reinvigorating an old interest that made you very happy. So I would definitely stick with that energy for you, Virgo. That's a beautiful place to be. It helps you feel like you're, just doing something that's worthwhile to you. And we have the Six of Wands. Look at that. Very successful. I feel like something really good is happening for you. It could be in business. Very likely because of that, Page of Pentacles. It has to do with the earth element. So whatever it is that you have been doing, I would keep doing it. But as a result, because, we've got that Six of Wands, and sometimes when you're having that nice victory, sometimes people are seeing that and they're not really that happy. Like they're going, well, that's not cool. Why am I not getting something good? So you could have some of those jealous people lingering around you. Just be watchful. I wouldn't get overly worried or let anxiety, drag me down too much about that, but just be aware. Going into the immediate future, we do have the Seven of Swords. I feel like he's the kissing cousin of the Five of Swords, for real. This is just sort of like the same kind of energy where it's not very above board. There's some sneaking around. There's dishonesty afoot, right? So let's get a clarifier on this. Let's just see kind of what is going on a little deeper for you here, Virgo. And we have the Ace of Cups. So, this, it could be someone it just feels like someone's trying to undermine your happiness in a way. And the Ace of Cups to me is like the hand of spirit coming in and bringing you a gift. So in some ways, this could be a blessing in disguise. If you're finding out that somebody is dishonest, if somebody is not really what you thought they were, if somebody's been using underhanded tactics on you, I almost feel like this, because this is such a blessing, right? The Ace of Cups is such a blessing card from Spirit. I feel like this is really saying, like, thank goodness you figured it out now. Thank goodness you know what's going on with this person. It's, again, blessing in disguise. I feel like you may not like finding out that this person is not the most honest, but it's really the best, because you're not going to continue spending your energy on them or going down the same trip with them, right? On the bottom, subconscious energy, I feel like you're definitely ready to go, ready to move, ready to feel like you're going forward, maybe trying something new. Cupid's arrows of love flying through the air. For some people, it could be a reinvigoration or a new person coming into your life that you're very, very excited about. But overall, that is Sagittarius energy. We will be in Sagittarius season most of this year. So even though that can be very challenging to you, Virgo, it also is very, what is the word I want to use for this? It gets you moving. It's kind of that friction. It's like that zap. It's like that little pop that, maybe if you were just sitting there, it's like you have to do something with that energy. It gets you motivated. It's a motivating energy. Squares are kind of a pain. Because they do create that friction, but it's also the kind of friction that says, I cannot just sit still and do nothing. I have to get up and do something with myself, right? And look at that, double it up. Ooh. So, Virgo, you are ready to move. You're ready to go somewhere new. You may be ready to travel somewhere you haven't been before. Sagittarius energy is usually more far-flung travel, so you might even want to go to another country kind of feeling. But yeah, I feel like there's also a restlessness here. Like there is a restlessness within you. Like you're not content to just sit around and do nothing with that. Like you want to move, you want to go, you want to try something new. On the top, we've got, crowning the spread message from Spirit is the Emperor. Again, this is a leadership card. It's Aries energy. It's more fire. So I do feel like, you may be really taking control of your life in some way. Spirit's kind of letting you know. It's like if there's something that you really want, Virgo, don't be afraid to go out and get it. And I think, many times for Virgos, they're so self-effacing and they tend to give up so much for others that I almost get the sense that it's like you're not willing to just keep giving to people that aren't even grateful for it. That's what I get with that 5 and that 7 of Swords is like, why do I keep giving to somebody who doesn't even appreciate what I'm giving them? Many times Virgos feel like if they do something for themselves that they're being selfish. But this is like, no, this is like, I'm going to do something good for myself, and leave them out of it, right? Go forward and do the things that make you happy. Yeah, work on something that you want to work on. 3 of Pentacles, this is all about finding people that are on your same page. This is that wonderful, teamwork alignment, right? To me, I see that 3 of Pentacles. I see this Page of Pentacles from the immediate past. That makes me feel like, you have initiated something where you're working with a team that's just really good for you. And it might be kind of new, right? It might be very new for some of you. But it's very positive, and it just makes you feel stronger within yourself, more independent, more confident. Let's get some advice on this reading for you, Virgo. Wow, the fire energy just does not stop coming. And yeah. Interesting. Okay. Virgo, suggested approach. Check it out. Ace of Wands. Bold, passionate, brand new, fresh start in life. Aces to me are always the hand of Spirit coming and granting you a gift. So Spirit may be saying, Virgo, here's something fresh and new for you. Don't take the old, the outworn, the thing that isn't working out, the thing that isn't good for you. I'm granting you a whole new lease on life here. And that's definitely like, I would go for anything that is fresh, new, gets your heart beating, gets you happy, gets you excited and enthusiastic. Yeah, because I feel like you've been worrying, you've been stressing, there's been a lot of sleepless nights, there's been anxiety, and I just feel like it's time to let all that go. And I know that for Virgos, this is not an uncommon card, not an uncommon thing, because almost more than any other sign, I would say Virgo is the most prone to overthinking or over worrying, over analyzing. And so this is really, the suggested approach is to let that go. And I know that's easier said than done a lot of the time, but I would say that if it comes down to a choice of whether to pay attention to the things you feel excited and happy about versus the things that just worry you, that's an easy one. That's a no-brainer. Focus on the things that make you happy, not the things that stress you out. What you need to know is the Six of Swords. There could absolutely be a letting go or a leaving behind. I notice how the Six of Swords sits between the 5 and the 7 of Swords. 5 and the 7 of the Swords are just terrible, right? But the Six of Swords is pretty awesome. I love this card because it really indicates that you're willing to let go of something that's not good for you. It could require a either major or minor sacrifice on your part. It could require letting go of something material, right? Whether it's a place that you've lived or things that you had, but you're willing to do it because, the promise of a more peaceful, happier new life is better than anything that you could have, tangibly held on to with a negative situation that was surrounding you. And the King of Cups, and that's where you're headed. Look at that. Ooh. I think, wow, Virgo, you're making a big choice to let go of liars, cheaters, stealers, dishonest people and move in the direction of King of Cups types. And, to me, that's Cancer energy. It doesn't have to be a Cancer person necessarily. I would say that this has more to do with the kind of people that you're, aligning with, which are honest, loyal, truthful, solid. You can rely on them, all that good sort of thing. You can build a home with them, right? Like they're not going to mess with it. It's a really nice energy. Hopes and fears is the Two of Wands. So you may be feeling kind of nervous. It's like you're hopeful about starting something fresh and new. You're looking at the world. You're really deciding, where do you want to go? I feel like for a lot of Virgos, there's travel or relocation in these cards for you guys. It may make you nervous to think about starting over or going somewhere new, but it's also very exciting. It's also very enlivening. And we have the Tower. Yeah, I feel like, again, Mars, like I said, is in a more disruptive position this month for you, being in the sign of Sagittarius. So there could be unexpected moves forward. There could be unexpected new beginnings. I don't want you to get nervous about that. I don't want you to be fearful about that. I think, again, this is a lot of blessing in disguise energy in this reading. The outcome card is the Four of Wands. So I feel like no matter how this month shakes out, as you head into the end of December, you're feeling a whole lot better about where you're going, where you're living. For my single Virgos or those that have, recently broken up with someone, you could be meeting someone that you feel very much in tune with, very aligned with. This is happy homecomings. It's happy celebrations. Just being in touch with people that make you feel super happy, super, super good to be around. And oh, look at this. I love it. So the immediate past card was that Page of Pentacles. And the outcome card is also clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So again, new investments, new paths, kind of putting your investments into your own self. I feel like you're rebuilding yourself. No matter what stage of life you may be in, you're really in a place where you're going towards something that's just going to make you a lot happier. You're on the right path. On this bottom of the deck, we have more swords. A lot of swords in here. You could be dealing with an air sign here, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. there is something heartbreaking going on the undercurrent for you with this Three of Swords. There really is. There's a heartbreak, heartache. You could be doing some recovery work, healing some old heartaches, and you got to make a decision. There actually could be a decision underlying all this that kind of does break your heart, but you know it's for the best, right? Because this is that unwillingness to make a decision. Could even be something you've procrastinated about for a while, or it could be kind of resurging from the past. You know, it's like, I got to make this decision. I put it off before because I was so scared it was going to break my heart. But now I see that, you know, things are going in a better direction for me anyway. So I'm not really afraid to go ahead and take off that blindfold and make this decision. And your heart will heal. Your heart will absolutely heal because you're putting in a lot of good things into your own life. You've invested in yourself and you've got a lot of victory. You've got a lot of happiness on the way. I feel like even if you break up with someone or leave a situation here, Virgo, it's like there's almost immediately somebody else, somebody better that like rushes in, and it's like, wow, you know, you're almost surprised because like, I didn't even know it could be this nice. Like, I didn't know it could be this good if I just turned loose of the old negative thing that I'd been holding on to. Let's get an affirmation on this reading for you. And we have the way. So look at that. I mean, like I said, you're on the right path here, no matter what you may be experiencing this month. You are in the right place at the right time. Stay grounded, avoid extremes because it could change. Abandon false praise and people will be truthful. Shun formality and people will be sincere. Forsake cleverness and people will be kind to each other. So I feel like there's a lot of people that have been around you that have been, you know, maybe flatter you, or they just aren't honest, right? They do things that are not sincere. They do things that are clever but not kind. They do things that are, you know, maybe meant to pump up your ego, but they're not really genuine. And I feel like you know it. Like, you know it to your core, Virgo, and nothing can pull the wool over your eyes this month. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, this is going to be a powerful one. Have an amazing December. Leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.